Today I'm going to make a musical scale from first principles. This is a little more music theory orientated than we normally cover in Audio Masterclass. But if you would like to learn more about the Audio Masterclass music production and sound engineering course, where we help people learn the technical and professional aspects of production and engineering, then click over to audiomasterclass.com. And while you're there, why not sign up for the free course tour and learn more about how we can help? We can make a musical scale from first principles using any digital audio workstation software. You could do it with sine wave oscillators if you had 8 of them. This goes back to Pythagoras in ancient Greece, who did it with his Pythagorean hammers. He discovered that if 2 hammers had a simple ratio of weights, then when struck together they would produce a pleasing combination of tones. So this is where the musical scale comes from. Simple numerical ratios, 2 to 1, 3 to 2, 4 to 3, etc. Pythagoras started it, and Ptolemy, that's Ptolemy with a pt, brought it to the stage I'm at today. So for speed and simplicity, I'm going to use his list of ratios. If you want to learn more, then look up Pythagorean hammers and the Ptolemaic sequence. Here we go. This is Pro Tools. If you don't use Pro Tools, that doesn't matter. You can do it in any digital audio workstation software. And I'll go slowly. So I'm going to start by making a track, and I'm going to call it 220 because I'm going to put on that track a tone of 220 hertz. So I'll start by making an audio clip, a blank audio clip, and then I can take my sine wave oscillator, or the signal generator rather, and set it to sine wave. And I'm going to set it to 220 hertz, and minus 20 dB is fine. 220 hertz is the A below middle C, and it's just a nice convenient note to use for this purpose. So if I render it, then I'll get the note. Let's hear it. Okay, that's enough. So I'm going to make another track, and I'm going to put a tone on this track which is in the ratio of 3 to 2 to 220 hertz. So you'll hear me clicking my calculator. 220 hertz times 3 divided by 2 equals 330 hertz. I really could have done that in my head, but I like to check. So our new track, we'll call it 330. And once again, I'll make a blank audio clip, and then in the signal generator, 330 hertz, sine wave, 20 dB, render. So there we have it. Let's listen to what we've got. Okay, so that's a musical fifth. It's working well so far, so let's see how much further we can go. Let's make another track. And I need to know which frequency this is going to be. I'm going to use another nice simple ratio. So we had 3 to 2. I'm going to make this next one 4 to 3. So calculator, 220 hertz times 4 divided by 3. That's 880 divided by 3. Gives me 293.3 hertz. So we'll call this track 293.3. Now, my signal generator, 293.3. I don't know whether it's going to register that 0.3. So whether it's doing it secretly, I don't know, or whether it has actually rounded it to 293, I don't know. But I don't really think that 0.3 of a hertz is going to make that much difference. So let's do the same thing again. I need to make this blank audio clip to make it work. And then render it. So let's see what we've got now. Actually, I'm going to put this in order. Nice. So here we have the interval of a musical fourth. So according to my calculations, that is going from A to D. So A to D to E. Let's just make those all the same size. Okay, let's make another track, and we're going to go for another simple ratio. So we've had 3 to 2, 4 to 3. Let's try 5 to 4. How about that? So we'll take 220 hertz, calculator, times 5. Gives me 1,100 and divide that by 4. Gives me 275. So here in Pro Tools, we've got 275. Just name the track 275 and do exactly the same thing as I've done previously. And here we do 275 and render. So once again, I'll put these in order and we'll see what note we've got now. A major third. Let's carry on and see where we get to. So I want another nice simple interval. We've had 3 to 2, 4 to 3, 5 to 4. Let's do 5 to 3. So calculator, so 220 times 5 divided by 3 gives me 366.66 recurring. So new track. 366.6. I'll just leave it at that there. Okay, make an audio clip and 366. So it's rounded it to 367. That should be fine. And there we go. Let's put them back in order again. 366.6. So let's see what we've got. A nice, musical, pleasant-sounding interval of a sixth. And we can go further. We haven't got the complete scale yet, so where shall we go next? I'm inclined to go for the next simplest ratio, which, according to Ptolemy's list, is 9 to 8. So we'll start with a new track. And get that ready. So 220 times 9 divided by 8 equals 247.5. So this track will be 247.5. Get it right. And make a blank audio clip. And in here, we're going to put 247.5. And it's rounded it up. And we'll put it in order. So that is the second lowest. And it sounds like this. A nice musical interval of a second. So we want 2 more to complete our scale. I'm going to just skip ahead a little bit just to round things off. And I'll make a new track of 440 hertz. So I think you could probably guess where this is going. And I don't need my calculator for this to know this is good. No, well, I said that already, didn't I? 440 hertz. I gave the game away. Sorry, I should have been ratcheting up the tension there and the excitement. 440 hertz. Enter and render. So, as you would expect, this is going to be an octave above. Nice. What we need now is the penultimate step in the scale. So what we'll do here is make a new track. And the ratio here is going to be 15 to 8. So there's a lot of other ratios, and this is because we need the other notes as well. We need to have the minor scales. This is going to be the major diatonic scale, but we also need the minor scales, the modes, the chromatic scale. So there's plenty of other ratios to play around with. But this is going to be enough for today. 15 to 8 is the ratio, so 220 times 15 divided by 8. Gives me 412.5. So I'll call the track 412.5. And we make the audio clip, the blank clip, and we go in here to 412.5, 412.5. It's rounded it up to 41. It's rounded it down this time. Okay, fair enough. And we render it. And I put it in order like that. So I've got all my notes in order, so I can play the complete musical scale of A major. If that sounds a little odd to you, it's because we're not used to hearing it. We're used to hearing equally tempered scales like we hear on a piano. And that equal tempered scale is a brilliant invention, and it works really well for us. And going back to this earlier form of scale, because we're not so familiar with it, it does sound a little bit odd. Let's just play it again and just see which notes you find odd. Actually, playing it again, now that I've heard it once, I'm getting more used to it already, and it sounds good. We can go a little bit further with this. So let's do this. Let's make a chord. So we'll make a chord of A major. So we need that one. We need the fifth. And we need the third to go in the middle there. Lovely. And we can add the top octave as well. Nice. We can go further and we could have a chord of D major. I'm going to get rid of that signal generator because I don't need it now. So the chord of D major is going to be, so that's A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp. Oops, sorry, that's the wrong one. F sharp and A. So this is going to be a chord of D major. Not bad. Let's try a chord of E major. We can do this in the second inversion. So that's going to be a B. So that's B, C sharp, D, E. Going up to G sharp. Sounds nice. I'll try a couple more. Let's try B minor. So that's going to be B again, C sharp, D, E, F sharp. Not bad. That sounds just slightly sour to me. So this is what you would expect, that this system of scales, it does work in the key that you base it in. But the more remote you get from that original key, the more sour it tends to sound. Or you could say the more interesting it tends to sound. It's a matter of opinion. I'm just going to do one more. Let's do C sharp minor, seeing as we've got it here. So we need the C sharp, and we're going to need, that's the D, that's the E, and we're going to need the G sharp. So here we go, the C sharp minor. I like it. It sounds very nice to me. So I'll just run through the scale once more, and that will do for today, I think. Lovely. How to make a musical scale from first principles. I'm David Mellor, Course Director of Audio Masterclass. Come and visit us at audiomasterclass.com and learn about our music production and sound engineering online course. Thank you for listening.